In the Tahoe Mountains sits a casual Squaw Creek pub where they've revamped their menu with some brand new savory, sweet, and tasty barbecue options. Paul McCabe is executive chef at Resort in Squaw Creek, and he's got the delicious details on what Sandy's Pub is now serving up. Welcome, Chef Paul.
Good morning, Aubrey. How are you?
I'm doing well, and oh, look at that backdrop, just stunningly beautiful. And I know you have some good food.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, and then you've got the good food to pair with it. Tell us what's on the new menu for Sandy's Pub.
So what we did was we moved the pub menu to a little bit more of a smokehouse concept. So we smoke everything in-house. Here we have two beautiful smokers. But instead of just doing smoke, we decided to do craft burgers as well. And so that the vegans and vegetarians aren't left out, we have a smokehouse theme around some vegetarian items as well. The difference with what we do in most smokehouses, I think, is our procurement of the meats itself. We're using the best that we can find. We're organic, sustainable. Our ribs like that are here are from Snake River Farms.
Oh,
and
my
they're
goodness.
absolutely to die for. And the chicken that we use is Mary's Chicken. It's a non-GMO organic chicken from California. We love that. We also have local crawfish that we get right up here on our menu in one of our warm dips. And not only that, our produce, we have a very, very good produce program here too. And we're using Tahoe Food Hub for a lot of our local produce that comes 150 miles around the resort.
You make it all sound so appetizing. We were looking at some wonderful pictures. You have a very nice looking spread there in front of you. And you mentioned some of the inspiration, you know, using the smoker, using that locally sourced food. What makes the resort at Squaw Creek such a great dining destination for Lake Tahoe?
I think it's everything we have to offer for families. You get everything here. We're 405 rooms on over 100 acres. We have an 18-hole champion golf course, 3 pools, 3 hot tubs, and for the kids, we have a 150-foot water slide.
Oh my.
On top of that, we have activities galore here. We have e-bikes, we have bike rentals, we do fly fishing trips, guided hikes to beautiful waterfalls. There's no need to go anywhere else when you're at the resort at Squaw Creek. You do it all here. We have 6 different dining options on property as well. So we feel like there's something for everyone here, and it's just an exciting place to be.
Yeah, I mean, you named quite a few activities and features. You need more than a couple days to do that. What are you going to make for us today, though? Getting back to the food.
Well, because barbecue takes so long, I thought we would just do a couple of rubs. And if you want these recipes, come up, mention this show, and I'll give you the recipe, which normally in smoke, you don't give recipe. It's like ask the magician how they did the trick.
All right.
Yeah. So for our poultry rub, we do very different poultry rub than most. We don't use paprika. We use orange zest and lemon zest. So it's dehydrated orange and lemon, and it gives this really nice aroma to it. A little bit of white pepper goes into that as well. And then with all poultry, just like you would with your turkey, is thyme. And we use dried thyme here. And then the sugar, they use a lot of sugar in barbecue, but this one we use a raw sugar, it's organic and raw. And then you just toss that around, and it's a very simple, neutral type flavor. Of course, you need a little salt in that as well. You know, but what we do with the pork is a little bit different. So this pork takes 3 days to get onto the plate for the smoker. First, we tie it. It's an organic, non-GMO pork shoulder. We also brine it for 24 hours. Then we rub it, let that sit for 18 hours, and then it smokes in our smoker for anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, depending on the different woods that we're using. All the wood that we use here is from California. It's only almond and cherry. I think one of the highlights on our menu, though, would have to be these short rib bone-in plates that we use
that
here.
Looks delicious.
Absolutely gorgeous. When it comes out of the smoker, that's what you get.
Look at that.
Big, beautiful. We call it the dino bone. It's amazing how it sells too. But you know, our burgers are quite different too. They're all craft burgers. This one over here we call Pig Mac. It is everything's two patties. So this patty is a pork patty, a beef patty, bacon, special sauce, lettuce, and tomato.
Chef
I think my
Paul,
favorite is probably.
my goodness. I mean, you're really making my stomach grumble right now, and I wish we could stick with you all day because, and you could pass this through the screen, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to let all of our viewers know where they can find some of this delicious fare. You can get more on Sandy's Pub, their new menu, by visiting destinationhotels.com/Squaw Creek.